Hello, fellow chartists. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today the SPY intraday made a new all-time high, but it did not close at a new all-time high. All right, today it closed about 20 cents lesser than yesterday. Okay, so based on how it closed, it's not too bad. It just went sideways pretty much, but it went as high today and almost within 2 cents hit that 480 wall. Almost hit 480 today. The high was 479.98, and from there it sold all the way down to 475.5. Okay, I had support at 476.5, which was at the time around the 5-day moving average, but they're a little faking out, recaptured it. So after seeing it recapture that support, I wanted to see it recaptured 478. And if you was watching how the market was, especially SPY in that last hour, you saw that it briefly was above it, but then it shot right back down. So 478 did not get recaptured. Okay, so based on that price action, you got to play it level to level, support to resistant, or resistant to support, depending if you're bullish or bearish. Okay, so now that we lost that 478, that next price target to the downside is 476.5 to the support level. And then if that's lost, you play to the next support level of, I got it at 474 to 474.5. I got a low small zone there. Okay, the support doesn't become the price target until that resistance gets broken, which was the previous support. So get what I'm saying? So since we lost 478, I'm going to be watching for a bounce at the next support level. But if 478 gets recaptured, then that's a sign that we can go up and hit this resistant level right here at 481 finally. Okay? I hope you understand that. That's how you play support and resistant level. You play it level to level. And part of that, a big part of that, and I can't stress this enough, you gotta respect your stop loss. You gotta manage your risk. All right, you just have to. You have to avoid those big losses. You have to avoid being in a situation where you're hoping it goes back up. There's things that I try to be as helpful as I can with these videos, and especially in my Discord, but there's so many things that I cannot control. Okay? I cannot control my viewers. I cannot control my members. I would love for you all to be profitable. But if there's one thing that you as the individual trader control, is the risk. You can control the risk with your stop losses. Think about for that trade, how much are you willing to lose? Think about how much the price of it is and how much are you willing to lose. If it goes to zero, are you willing to lose that much? If your answer is yes, cool. Take on that risk. And then set a stop loss so you can avoid making that big loss. So knowing that you're willing to lose that much money if it goes to zero, and then you throw the stop loss in there, so now you're guaranteeing that you won't lose that much money. You try to keep it as small as possible. All right? So, please respect your stop loss. I don't know what else to say about that, but because my strategy is simple. You buy at support, you go long at support, you short at resistance. So if I buy at support, I'll be looking to take profit at the next resistance, or maybe some profit off, see if it base, and then see if it break resistance, something like that. And it's the same as the other way around. You short at resistance, you look to take profit at the next support. But you got to manage your risk, because no strategy is 100%. No strategy. So what I do in my Discord and what I do in these videos, it's not just about trade alerts, because, it's not just about that. It's about, doing your due diligence, of course, but also it's to guide you, to teach you, for educational purpose, to teach you about the importance of trading based on support and resistance, trading based on the price action, cutting your losses if you buy a support or a little above support, because you're expecting that'll be support, so it bounces off of that, or expecting it to hold and it doesn't, you gotta cut your loss. If it gets recaptured, fine. make sure it's a legit recapture and buy back in. There's always another position. You never want to throw all your money into, you don't want to put, what is it saying? You put all your eggs in one basket. You never want to do that. You got to be able to cut your loss. And if you've traded based on the price action, you got to be able to change direction. You can't be too biased to the upside. You can't be biased to the downside. You just got to find that price action. Bias to the price action. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Okay? So if you're biased to the upside, but then it goes down, you don't want to force the market to do what you want to do. It's going to be what it is. All right? So basically, I'm still bullish on the SPY as long as stay above this 5-day moving average. All right? I got 474 is going to be now a final support for bulls. It was this breakout level, but I'm going to move it up because the bulls starting to look like they're getting tired again. Okay? So 474 will be a must-hold level for the SPY. Below that, I believe this breakout level right here is going to come quick. That's where it come quick. Anyways, and might break. Okay? So watch those support levels. 476.5 and 474 to 474.5. That's a mouthful. All right? If we lose those support, it's going to be quick to the downside of this 470 points, around 0.5 level. Okay? And if that breaks, it's going to be a big correction to the downside. All right? But if we can recapture 478, that's my bullish scenario, then 481 will be put back into play, and then 483 above that if it breaks out. All right? Take a look at the VIX. It's still closing below all the moving averages so far. That 5-day moving average is at 17. It's currently at 16.92. So not much to report on it other than the fact that it's still bearish. Okay? Moving on to Triple Q. This was a pretty big disappointment day if you're a bull. All right? As you can see, this is the bull flag right here. And this orange horizontal line, that is the breakout level. Okay? That level was a must-hold level if you're a bull. Okay? We did not get the breakout. It opened right at or a little above the bull flag resistant level, and it just sold all the way down. So the breakout never happened. And then when it tested the 401 support, it broke below that. Okay? So when that's like the best time to short the market is after a critical support has been lost. Okay? And as you can see, it sold all the way down to 393.2. So it was quickly below. I had support at 394 and 397. That was based on this support level right here of this bull flag. And then I had it at 394 based off the 50-day, but it was a little lower than I thought. But yeah, it hit the support level, moved back up, and it barely recaptured this bull flag. All right, if it closed above 397, I would call it a good recapture, but it just barely grazed it. It's just a little bit below. All right, so unfortunately, the Triple Q is looking bearish right now. It's showing some bearish price action. Okay, so we lost the 397, the 4-1 support and the 397 support. 394 down to 393 with the 50-day moving averages. That is the final chance for bulls. Below that, I think it's going to break down more. Okay, but to give bulls a chance, 397 must be recaptured as a good start of this bull flag. And if that does happen, we're most likely going to go back up and test 401 and break it again. Okay, so watch out for that. Those are what you need to watch out for. Dow Jones, still bullish. It went all the way up and hit this 368.8 resistant level right here. That's based off the Fibonacci. And we saw some selling pressure. But other than that, it closed at a new all-time high. Still looking bullish. I'm not seeing a buy entry just yet to bet to the upside. RSI 5 is pretty overbought right now. And it's pretty far up above the 5-day moving average. Okay? So what I'd like to see is some consolidation, some base and some sideways actions just to build strength, let the RSI cool down, and hopefully give us all a better buying opportunity. Because right now, it's just pretty up there. Okay, I'm not seeing a buy entry, but if you bought at one of the support levels or down here somewhere, you know, and you're long, you should be feeling good. All right, moving on to IWM. So you can see from this blue line right here, that's a tough resistant line that's been tested a couple times for IWM, which is at 226.9. And it tested it yesterday and it tested it today again. And every time we hit that level, we get some selling pressure, okay? So as you can see here, that purple line right here, that's a 200-day moving average. We closed above that yesterday for the first time in a while. Today, it back tested it and held, okay? So you want to see that level continue to hold, especially you see this triangle pattern right here, okay? That's going to serve as a critical support. It's at 223. So below 223, I'm switching my sentiment to bearish on the IWM. That means I will be looking to bet to the downside. Okay, but as long as 223 holds, it's probably still going to bounce within this range, 223 to 226.9, until we finally get a breakout or a breakdown. Okay, if it does break out above 226.9, I will look at that as a good long idea. All right, long opportunity. Okay, to bet to the upside. First price target will be 231.9, and above that, big move to 240, then back to all-time highs. Taking a look at Tesla, you see from that purple line right there, has been a good resistant level for Tesla these last couple of days. That's currently at 1198. All right, and it went up to that level today, went just above it, but quickly sold down and traded and closed. The 1167 level did not hold, as you can see. So it's possible that Tesla could be looking to fill the gap or retest the breakout level. Now, that is healthy price action. So if you're looking for a buying opportunity, you didn't catch FOMO, which is good. You're looking for a buying opportunity, I would wait for either the gap fill or a retest of this breakout level, and we must first get a good bounce off of it. All right? And also, the resistance is now 1167. So a good recapture of it could put back 1198, then 1243 back in play. All right, so that's what I got for today. I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys, you know, if you did make money, I hope you like at least got some value out of this video and learned something. But other than that, good luck with your trading, and I'll see you all soon.